We have some sausage, eggs, and beans to fuel up for the big hike ahead of us, and my bag is fully packed up. We're gonna head out in a few minutes, head to the trailhead in Monson and start our hike. Here we are at the trailhead for the 100-mile wilderness. We have a little map here of the trail. It starts all the way down on Springer Mountain in Georgia, and then goes all the way up to Katahdin in Maine. We're just doing about an inch of the trail right there in Maine. From there to Katahdin. We have the dogs out here. Brookie, come. Loaded up with her food and supplies on her back. And this is Route 15. The start of the 2-week backpacking trip. Our goal for today is to get down into Little Wilson Falls, which is over 6 miles. We're at our first waterfall. Pretty nice. We've been hiking for a half hour, and we're already to Bell Pond. Small little marshy thing. Looks really moosey. Hi, Brookie. We still have about at least 5 miles to our place where we're gonna camp tonight. Just had a short snack on the blowdown right there. Goodbye, Dad.
Bye. Bye, guys. I love you, Mikey.
There he goes down the trail. 13 days in the Maine wilderness. We have about 2 hours of hiking. The goal is to make it to Little Wilson Falls Gorge for camping tonight, but that still is about 5 miles in, so we might not be able to pull that off, but we'll see where we can get. It's now only about 4 o'clock right now, and we were across this gorge on the trail right over that way, and we look down and we see this massive gorge with cliff walls and a brook running down the bottom of it. And we go, oh my gosh, we must be really fast hikers. We're already at Wilson Falls Gorge. So we came up the other side and there was a sign over there. And we saw this lean-to. And this was actually Lehman Brook lean-to. So that makes more sense. We still have over 3 miles to go till the Wilson Falls Gorge. Nice little lean-to. We'll probably push on because we still have a good hour and a half of hiking or so. But this is a really scenic spot here. And ever since Mikey and I got fooled by Lehman Brook, that was like 3 hours ago now, we got to that one and thought that it was Little Wilson Falls Gorge. We've been hiking hard since then. About an hour and a half ago, we finally came out on the trail to Little Wilson Falls Gorge. The gorge is right down below me. I think this is Little Wilson Stream here. The trail came from over in the trees over there. Tomorrow morning when we have some more light, I'll explore down there and show you guys that a little bit more. But for now, I'll show you where our campsite is. So this is our mini tent city. We have Mikey's tent, which he's never used before. My tent here, which I've slept in a couple of times. Sleeping bags inside of them. And then our little kitchen area with Chef Mikey over here. He's got a beautiful little fire for us. And what's the course for tonight?
It's chicken, or pasta with chicken broth.
He cooked it on this little Coleman 1-burner propane stove. Our Sawyer water filter filled with water from Little Wilson Stream. And then all of our gear here, of course, which we have to sort out a little bit more and get under cover in case it rains tonight. We're gonna spend the night, sleep in tomorrow, and then have a pretty easy day for day 2.
Should I just stand here?
Yeah. We've hiked about 10 minutes from our previous campsite. We came south on Little Wilson Brook, which is this guy right here. And we're stopping for a quick water break. Mikey has to change into something lighter because it's getting pretty warm. There's another beautiful campsite here. Big fireplace and slate benches. We now made it to Big Wilson Stream, and we're having a little bit of lunch. There's Mikey and Brookie on the rock, and it's beautiful. We've been hiking for the morning, and we're probably about halfway to our campsite. So I'm gonna take a little dip since I got pretty hot, and we're gonna have some lunch and then push on. We should be crossing the train tracks after we cross this stream. And then the next thing is our campsite at the foot of Barren Mountain. Mountain trail mix, wraps for lunch, all different snack foods. I think this battery will last us for the day. This one's a tricky crossing because the rocks are so slippery. Big Wilson Stream. We've been hiking steady for probably about 2 hours ever since we crossed Big Wilson Stream, and we just passed by this road where my dad and I drove in twice this spring to train for the hike that we're doing right now. So I'm sure he recognizes all of this. Here's the sign. Slugundie Falls on the top is 0.7 miles. That's where our campsite is for the night. Barren Ledges and Barren Mountain is what we're doing tomorrow. Big Wilson Stream, that was back at like 2 p.m. today. That's 4.6 miles behind us now. And Little Wilson Falls, where we camped last night, is now 7.7 miles behind us. So we're gonna end up doing about a 8.5 mile day today. We've been 14.3 miles since the highway. We're at the Long Pond Stream lean-to, and as you can see on the sign right there, Little Wilson Falls is 8.5 miles. Long Pond Stream lean-to sign. Our first night on the trail sleeping in a lean-to, which is gonna be nice because we won't have to mess with the tents. We can just roll our stuff out. There's tons of space to like hang clothes up and set your boots and your socks out to dry. Chef Mikey has made mac and cheese for us. And we have all of our wet gear and clothes, just sleeping bags and plastic bags and all sorts of stuff. And then here's the waterfall.